open that well-known red tube and hear the little crispy shut sound as the seal breaks, you know you're going to have a good time. Not just any snack, Pringles is a pop culture icon. These chips, or crisps, as the British say, are the kind of snack that you can eat all at once without even realizing it. But have you ever stopped eating and wondered how they make these perfectly curved chips? Yes, I did. Prepare yourself because the method is much more fascinating and frankly bizarre than you may imagine. I got the unbelievable opportunity to tour a Pringles factory. Caution, it's nothing like your typical potato chip at all. Before I dive into the noisy, hot, machine-packed realm of the factory floor, let's rewind a moment. In the late 1960s, Procter & Gamble, the folks who make soap and shampoo, thought up Pringles. People were tired of snacks that left them with oily and greasy hands. So, if you've ever sat there and eaten a whole can of these and thought, man, how do they make these things so perfect? Then stay with us. You're about to see the magic that happens behind the scenes to turn potatoes into that famous tube of Pringles. You really need to hear this crunchy story all the way through. P&G hired Frederick Bauer, a very smart scientist who made both the chip and the can. Imagine how amazing it would be to invent not just a snack, but also its container. Bauer was so proud of what he created that when he passed away in 2008, his family put some of his ashes inside a Pringles can for the burial. This is not a joke. At first, people not really sure about Pringles. They look like regular chips you could buy everywhere, too much the same, too engineered. But a few decades later, boom, they were famous all over the world. Pringles now can be found in over 140 countries. You see them at sleepovers, Super Bowl parties, and on long road trips where the tube becomes like a travel friend. That's enough history for now. Let's go look around the factory now. When you enter the factory, immediate smell hits your nose. It's not like fresh French fries. It resembles dough or bread baking in oven. This is because Pringles not made from regular sliced potatoes. They are created using potato dough instead of whole slices. This is how it works. The factory gets whole potatoes, peels them, and cooks them until they are soft enough to mash. Then they dry them out to make potato flakes, which are like instant mashed potatoes. This may sound strange, but it's brilliant because it lets them control the texture exactly. Then, the flakes are mixed with a little water, corn flour, and rice flour. Boom! You have a thick dough now. You can feel how smooth and flexible the mix is if you put your finger in it. This is the place where magic takes place. You spread out the potato dough into very thin layers, similar to how you do with pasta dough. Then, the sheets are cut into small ovals and every chip becomes same. No random broken edges. No sad little chips at bottom of bag. But what's the real trick? The curve. The special name for the unusual saddle shape of Pringles is hyperbolic paraboloid. It sounds like something you learn in math class, but it simply means that the chip is strong and can be stacked easily. The dough ovals are pressed into molds that look like little Pringle hammocks. Like they're on a lazy river ride, conveyor belts move them through. They are pale, limp, and don't look very good right now, but hold on. The molds only let the chips sit in hot oil for a few seconds, which is long enough to make them crispy, but not long enough to make them greasy. The chips never lose their signature curve because they are molded. They stay that way even when they are frying and bubbling in golden oil. After the chips come out, they get a short air dry to remove extra oil, and then comes the exciting part, adding flavors. When you eat BBQ or sour cream and onion Pringles, it feels very enjoyable in mouth. This is because of the special way they add flavor coating. After frying, chips pass through a flavor shaker where seasoning drops like confetti at parade. It's wonderful to watch many chips moving under this sprinkling of spices, each getting perfect amount. This is where the magic dust hits if you love nacho cheese. And I have to say, the smell in this part of the factory is dangerously good. I almost asked if I could sleep right under the flavor shakers. One worker said that the hardest part of the job is not always eating the product. I don't blame him. I would probably get fired on the first day. That's how good the smell is when the chips get their last coat. Okay, now it's time to wrap things up, which is the part everyone loves. Pringles are stacked in their famous cylindrical cans instead of being thrown into bags where they break. The chips slide down into a tower that is perfectly lined up, with each one resting snugly on the one below it. People and machines slide them into tubes, put a foil seal on them to keep them fresh, and then put on the colorful plastic lid. The tube's shape wasn't just for looks. It keeps chips fresh, makes them easy to carry, and to be honest, it also works as a drum. There is also a science reason why the can is tall and thin. This shape helps keep air pressure inside equal, so chips don't break when they are shipped far away across world. After cans get sealed, they are placed in boxes and shipped all around the country and later to other parts of world. There are many stacks of red, green, blue, and purple tubes waiting in warehouse for sending to stores. It's like walking in Pringle paradise. Trucks fill up, then they go to gas stations and homes. Factories can stack and ship a lot more Pringles at once because they are all the same size and shape. No empty space and no bags that are crushed. That's why you can find them in strange places, like vending machines in small towns in the middle of nowhere, or even airports in other countries. You might not know this, but Pringles are much easier to move than regular chips because they are made to be the same. It's the most efficient thing ever, and the design is brilliant. The hyperbolic paraboloid shape also makes them more fun to eat. You can stack 3 of them and make duck lips. Don't lie, you've done it. That's one of the reasons why the brand is still so well known. Things I learned that are just fun? Each chip weighs about 2.5 grams, so a standard tube holds about 90 chips. Yes, I counted with help. You can find flavors of Pringles in Japan that taste like grilled shrimp and cheeseburger. In Mexico, on the other hand, chili and lime is very popular. The cans can be recycled, but it's not easy because they have a foil lining. Some environmental groups have been asking Pringles to change the way they package their products. Now you know how your favorite stackable snack gets made behind the scenes, from potato flakes to dough, from strange math shapes to flavor showers, and finally into that tube we all know and love. The next time you open one, think about the crazy trip those chips took before they got to your hand. And believe me, after seeing it all happen in person, I'll never see a Pringle the same way again. And that's the whole trip, from simple potato flakes to your snack shelf. That's pretty crazy, right? I don't blame you if this made you want a tube or 3. Get your favorite flavor, turn on Netflix, and thank the snack gods for Frederick Bauer's genius. Oh, and if you like this little look inside the factory, please leave a comment with your favorite flavor of Pringles. You might even want to hit the like and subscribe buttons so you don't miss the next food adventure. Until then, you really can't stop once you start.